everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here, and we are back doing another Flashback Khans of Tarkir Phantom Swiss Draft League. Necropolis Fiend, quite good. Kind of works against itself a little bit, but that's still a really strong ability, and it's a 4/5 flyer that you can potentially pay a lot less for. It's a cool card. I mean, obviously a 9-mana 4/5 flyer is not very good, but it's a good card. I'm fine taking it. Can kill things. Can't ask for too much more than that. Also, Mystic of the Hidden Way, which I really like. The Winter Flame, Red-Headed Serpent, a little bit expensive. Ponyback Brigade, good Mardu card. We'll take the Necropolis Fiend, though. Ooh, Villainous Wealth. Now, there is a fun card to play. It's definitely in the right... I mean, Delve is definitely a bug-centric thing. It's a pretty cool card. You need a lot of mana to make it work. But that's a fun card to finish with. Otherwise, Soul Tie Charm is excellent too. I think the most fun card has got to be the Villainous Wealth, though. You just take it, play it for 1 million, and then play all your opponent's cards. It's pretty awesome. I think we gotta do that. But like I said, yeah, Soul Tie Charm would be also just really good. Really good card. And Burn Away is good too, but we'll take the Villainous Wealth. Much more fun. Meandering Tower Shell. This card is not so good, I think. But wait, it has Island Walk? Actually, this card's not bad. It's a little bit slow, but it's also a 5-mana 5/9, which I don't think is ever bad. And they don't even do Land Walk anymore. We're still just... These abilities are just popping up that we don't see anymore. Let's try it. Let's draft an all-rare deck. Otherwise, Seeker of the Way is great. Abzan Guide is great. Savage Punch, certainly good. Crag for fixing that we currently don't need, but we'll take the Tower Shell. It's a fun one. This can put people away, definitely. Treasure Cruise is going to be good. Seek the Horizon for some fixing. Let's see, we've got the Snowhorn Rider. I believe we'll take Treasure Cruise and probably be pretty happy with it. We want some actual stuff that fuels Delve, if this is going to be the plan. But we'll see if we can find it. Well, Parapet is a blocker we can do. Karu Bloodsucker is pretty good. Doodle for Return is a good card in this format. Not so good with the Delve plan. I like the Bloodsucker. Parapet is good, though. I like that it's cheap. But Bloodsucker, a little more unusual. That ability is deceptively good. I like that you can like sack things if they're gonna kill it anyway. It's good. It is a 3-mana 2/2, which is not so good, but I'm a little more interested in this than Parapet for some reason. I think it's a little more interesting. I still don't really like banners, even with Villainous Wealth. We are gonna have to find fixing at some point. Windstorm, probably a pretty awesome sideboard card. So we've got the Abomination of Gadul, Kintry Invocation. I think we'll take the Abomination here. Raider Spoils too, but we're not going to be a warrior deck, so let's go ahead and take the Abomination, which also does fuel our Delve plan, so I am totally on board with that. Alright, here we could take the Abzan Guide. At least splash for it. We're in 2 of the 3 colors. Otherwise, we're taking an Alpine Grizzly, which is a whole lot less exciting. Cranial Archive is probably a pretty reasonable card to have if you're self-milling a lot, but not really what the Delve deck wants so much. Tormenting Voice kind of is, but I don't think we're going to be able to make that work. There also is Quiet Contemplation, which is cool, but I think we'll just go Abzan Guide. And I guess there was a Weave Fate, too. Yeah, I could have taken that. I think Guide's probably a little bit better. Well, here we may just want the Embodiment of Spring. It kind of makes sense. This is probably... Monastery Flock's pretty good, but we probably need the ramp. I mean, this kind of helps on all fronts. It can block Morph guys. It's going to be able to ramp us to find any color. We want ramp for, like, Villainous Wealth. It puts stuff in our graveyard for Delve. Kind of just does everything our deck wants to do. The one issue being, what colors are we exactly? I mean, what colors do we want to focus on? Here's an easy Mystic of the Hidden Way, because this card just wins games. Let's see here. None of this is particularly good. Probably the Hex... Well, Hexproof is good. We don't have anything to abuse Hexproof with. And 4/2 is a pretty rotten, especially in this. I mean, it's got prowess, which is cool. Probably just take Despise for sideboard. You can totally main deck Despise too. I don't think there's any problem with that. So we can take the Crippling Chill here. I guess that makes sense. It's on color. So at least we're getting a better idea of what colors we're focusing on. It would appear we're focusing on the black, blue, and then Splash. Well, Splash Green's going to be tough, but I wish this card was good. It's not. It's interesting. It's cool, I guess, if you have like some Omega token mill strategy. I don't know. Windstorm, getting that third to last pick is pretty nice. I don't think we have enough. Taigam Scheming does fuel Delve, but it's not a good card. So that's kind of the problem with that. It is strict card disadvantage. Not what we're looking for. So we know what colors we're focusing on now. That should make this slightly easier. Easy Opulent Palace here. We want the fixing. We've got more than enough playables after pack 1, so let's make our mana base good. Maybe we could wheel the Blossoming Sands. Sultai Scavenger would be a nice pick for us. I think this card is actually good, believe it or not, despite being a 5-mana 2/2. Hooting Mandrills would be fine. I mean, you can't run Infinite Delve. That's kind of the issue with Delve. You have to pick and choose what you're playing. Your Delve cards, which ones you want to play and which ones you don't. Dismal Backwater, we're going to continue down this get the fixing path. Otherwise, we'd take a Monastery Flock, but I'm pretty happy getting fixing right now. So now, Soothsayer is a fantastic card. Pretty happily taking that. Otherwise, there's a Bell Strike in here. But Soothsayer could not be more of what our deck is looking for. Just precisely what we want to do. Let's organize a little bit, shall we? Ooh, Death Frenzy. That's a great one. Definitely want to play that. I'm trying to organize here. These are all 3s. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is in the right spot. So we're hoping to pay. These are our expensive things. Easy Death Frenzy here. Like I said, kind of exact. Wait, what are you doing down there? All right, taking it. And then there's Water Whirl, which was a bomb at the box office, from what I understand. Oh wait, that's Water World. Never mind. Death Frenzy, though, pretty good, I think. Well, certainly something to have against the Mardu aggro deck that we're going to be happy about. Okay, here we're going to go Backwater number 2. I think in a 4-color deck, fixing is probably pretty important. I do think the Dragon's Eye Servants is actually pretty nice. The Aerialists are nice. There's a bunch of nice cards in here, but we're going to go fixing. It's nice to just, I think, get the fixing out of the way now. Really just make our mana base as good as possible, so it's one less thing we have to worry about. Currently have 0 white fixing, which makes I guess we have the embodiment, but makes the Abzan Guide less desirable. That's okay, though. Alright, choices here. Well, we could take the Tranquil Cove. It does fix for the Abzan Guide and any future white spells. Otherwise, we could take the Attendant, which are good. Like I said, we already have 2 pretty high-end Delve cards with not a ton of enablers. Or we could take another Mystic, which is just another morph that can potentially win the game. Or we can take, yeah, so it's Tranquil Cove, Mystic, or Attendant. We may not do the white, so maybe I'll just take the Mystic. Because I really can't express enough how much I like this card. Here's a pretty easy Abomination. Blood-Soaked Champion, it's more of a beatdown card, and it can't block, so not really what we're looking for. Ooh, this, on the other hand, it's not great, but it is kind of what we're looking for, so I think we will take it. We'll at least try it. It's kind of cool. The problem is you can easily self-mill yourself. I mean, you don't have to do it, but then you just... I mean, then you're just playing a 3-drop that doesn't do anything, which can't be great. Or we could take a third Abomination. I may be more on board doing that than the Ascendancy, honestly. I don't think this card is that good. I'd rather pay for a morph than kind of like a do-nothing that feeds your Delve plan. Scavenger over Attendant makes sense to me. Secret Plans, which is actually kind of good in here. But I'd rather have the Scavenger, I think. Flock, I think we'll take here. Green, I mean, we want cheaper things, but Flock actually makes sense seeing as... Ooh, Bellstrike we kind of need because we don't have much early game, do we? I mean, if you want my estimate how the deck's looking, I would say really good. I'm actually happy with where we're at right now. We have an appropriate amount of fixing. We have a cool plan. In a pinch, I can do the Taigam schemings. I really would prefer not to, but in a pinch, I can. All right, what do we take here? There's another Bloodsucker. We got the Abomination, Jungle Hollow, and another Scavenger. I think we're just gonna go for some more fixing here, because I mean, these cards are all fine, but why not just really get this deck in a nice place mana-wise and figure it out from there. Ooh, Armament Core. Well, are we still doing the Abzan guide? I guess that's the question. This card is pretty sweet. What else is in here? Tuskguard Captain, which is good. I'm okay taking the rare here. This card's not busted, but it's pretty good. All right. Ooh, Abzan Charm. Well, probably take the Sultai. They're pretty similar. They are actually pretty similar. We're going to take the Sultai Charm, though. It's more of our main colors. There's also a Nightblade in here, which I would certainly like. A Blossoming Sands, which I would absolutely take, but Sultai Charm, please. Considering we have not so much removal, I think that makes sense. So the Bivouac does fix for a couple of our colors, so not a bad choice. But so does Thornwood Falls, so I would probably prefer they both intertap. This one at least gains us a life. What's Ugin's Nexus do? If they begin an extra turn, they skip it. Never mind. Okay. There's a Throttle in here, but I think we'll take the Thornwood Falls. I'm probably good on fixing now, though. Take another Abzan guide. I mean, they morph, so they're always going to be fine. Otherwise, Sidisi's Pet. I'd rather have the guide. This is a little more game-changing, I would argue. So this is an 18 land deck right here. I could certainly use a couple upgrades. Like, we probably don't need to main deck the Despise. We probably can do something better than that. I don't mind the Crippling Chill. I wouldn't mind upgrading it either. As for the rest of the deck, between a Sultai Charm, a Singing Bellstrike, and a Death Frenzy, do we have enough removal? I don't know. It's pretty removal light, quite frankly, but I may have to be okay with it. Teamer Charm. Well, I don't think we're going to be able to fix for that one. I guess we can take the Rite of the Serpent. I'm still not on board with the banner. There's also Rakshas's Secret. This one we probably want. We have 3 Delve cards, and it makes sense for our deck. So it feeds, remember, it goes to your graveyard too. So it actually feeds Delve 3, which is really, really good, actually. And, I mean, just discard 2 is good in this format. Take the Smoke Teller. I probably try and make it fit in this deck, because I think we're good on 3 drops. I may not play the Smoke Teller either, but I don't think having a bear is probably too bad, just as some defense against aggro. The thing is, I took the Bloodsucker over the Parapet. Parapet would be good in this deck, but keep in mind, Bloodsucker is still really good in this deck. We have at least, how many creatures do we have that it works well with? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10 creatures that we drain 2 with. That's pretty good. So we need to make a cut, because this is definitely an 18 land deck. We probably cut the Crippling Chill, I guess. I'm okay with this build. This seems okay. Smoke Teller is not a great card, but I'm trying to maybe cut back a little bit on the morph, just because it seems a bit excessive to have this much. We'll take the Weave Fate. Might find a way to play it. Abomination number 4. I mean, this card is good. I don't see why not. They all have evasion. It's pretty good. It's tough to argue that that card's not worth it. Scion is definitely good too. Long Shot Squad, also good. Grizzly. Could have taken the cancel. Actually, the cancel might have been better there. I mean, neither are going to make the deck, but maybe cancel for sideboard against the, I don't know, crazy spells. Crazy stuff I got to deal with. So, plenty of fixing, which is definitely good for us. 3 cards that require white. So we'll have to get that all squared away. We'll sort by color here in a sec, and we have to make 4 cuts because we, like I said, we really are going to definitely be playing. We're definitely going to be playing 18 lands, especially for that villainous wealth, right? Cool deck though. I think we'll probably ditch the Weave Fate and stick to the Treasure Cruise. It's a little bit better when you've got a bunch of stuff in your graveyard and you just need to draw cards right away and play stuff. Weave Fate doesn't really give you that luxury. Weave Fate arguably better if you have a ton of instant speed stuff, which we do not. So no need for it. We'll probably just end up cutting all of our 4-drops, which is a little bit awkward, I guess, but if we do that, then we just are 1 cut short of the build here, so probably at least 1 more creature getting cut. I could actually cut some more creatures and run the Weave Fate. That might make more sense with a 18 land deck. I'll have to take another look here. Let's get all of our lands that we need though. Make sure we've got all those goodies. So yeah, 2 cuts if I want to play the Weave Fate because we're playing 18 lands. Like I said, that could make sense. Maybe we cut, as much as I like the Mystics, maybe one of them, because I feel like we have enough ways to win. 4 Abomination of Gaduls, I feel like is enough ways to win. We just fly right over top. Meandering Tower Shell. I mean, Landwalk in a tricolor deck set, probably going to be unblockable a lot of the time. And even if it's not, a 5-mana 5/9 is huge. That is a big-butted creature right there. Like, all of our dudes fly. So I feel like we probably don't need the Mystics as much in this deck. Like I said, I'm basically just playing a Smoke Teller because it's a 2-drop, of which our deck has basically none. Maybe the Armament Core is a bit just completely unnecessary now that I'm thinking about it. Like, why do we need... This card is good, but why do we need it? Why am I splashing white for... I mean, splashing white for the guides makes sense because lifelink can be the difference between winning or losing. This thing is just a big fatty, and you can't even morph it. So I'm not feeling that. That to me doesn't make sense. But I might just cut 1 Mystic and be okay with that. This gives us at least some early blocks, which I definitely like. Some lifelinkers to help flip the game. Tons of evasion. Like, even with cutting a Mystic of the Hidden Way, we still have tons of flyers. 5, 6 evasive, sort of evasive, 7, 8 evasive creatures, which is more than enough. We got the Secret, we got the Sultai Soothsayer, so we at least have some graveyard fillers. Singing Bellstrike is not so good with this plan, but something that we definitely need. So I think this looks good. Personally, I like this. Let's sort by color now and figure out what kind of color scheme we're looking at. So this is just all of our base colors. We've got only 3, well, these are green too, so we're actually, I think we're gonna have to be as even as possible and then just lightly touch into white. Just like, maybe, we'll see what 3 white sources looks like, but let's bring everything else in here for now. So we already so we've got space for 13 more lands. And like I said, we pretty much want to do even split, with the exception being white. So this alone is one white source, two with our embodiment. And since we can self-mill, I think we're gonna have to do minimum two. Two I'm probably okay with anyway. If we cut, let's see, if we cut like cut this, how much blue does that? I mean, this leaves us with two white sources, which isn't a lot, but probably enough. Three with the embodiment, I would hope would be enough. So then we've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blue, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 black, and 3, 4, 5, 6 green. Which is honestly probably okay because green is a little bit lighter as well. So yeah, I think this is it. Meandering Tower Shell gets a wee bit more awkward, and I guess you can't even use embodiment without the green, so that's something we got to consider too. And I guess we have our 2-drop in green. Maybe it may actually make more sense to go up 1 green, down 1 black. That leaves us at 8 blue, 7 black. 7 is still pretty good. And then 4, 5, 6, 7 green. Okay. I think this is how we're going to do it. Crazy mana base, but we ended up getting just a ton of fixing. So I'm hoping that's good enough. And like I said, I don't really like Smoke Teller, but we have like no early defense, so we really got to be able to defend ourselves early somehow. And I can tell you right now, it's pretty essential against those pesky Mardu. Cool deck though, very, very cool deck. Just really, really reinforcing how awesome this format is. That you can just make crazy decks like this that have all sorts of crazy stuff going on. But yeah, this is it. So Sultai Splash White looks good to me. Plenty of fun cards. So we'll run it like this. We'll see you round one. Round one, got to keep here. We have all of our colors too, which is pretty nice. Can't really ask for much more than that. Uh-oh. Not liking this. So playing against aggro, which is our worst matchup. I think we'll play the Mystic first. Uh-oh. Evasion too, huh? Well, we do have a lot of evasion, so I guess that's not the worst thing to see. Alright, let's get the Mystic down. I think I will block the Seeker. Alright, good. That's good. Okay. Alright. They're missing land drops too, which is helpful. So get that backwater down, get some more life gain going, play our Abomination. I might just block the student here. Alright. So currently this is 8 mana. So next turn we can, the good news is next turn we can unmorph the Abomination, and then we can actually just hard cast another one, which is actually pretty good. So, guess we'll get some more mana down and pass here. So like I said, we go Morph Abomination to block Watcher into Hardcast Abomination. Or I can hardcast the Scavenger. That actually might be a better blocker for the Grizzly, which I definitely want to block here. Okay, second Grizzly. So we'll just hardcast the Scavenger. I think since they have 2 cards left, that's actually... Huh. Well, I can swing... Okay, I can swing with Abomination, draw a discard, which is good. Fuels our Scavenger, fuels our... Actually, does it fuel our... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'd still be just 1 shy on that. But 2 cards left in their hand. Now I'm pretty tempted to just... Alright, I think this is what we'll do. This makes the most sense to me. We'll attack with the Abomination. We'll play the Scavenger. We'll play the Embodiment. I'm okay chumping with the Embodiment on a Grizzly too. We don't need it. Alright, so we'll attack with Abomination first. This definitely fuels our Necropolis Fiend to a pretty safe place. I don't want to trade the Abomination of Gadul anyway, so... Alright. So I guess we'll dump the green, because we already have like 3 sources. Alright. So we go land, Scavenger, leave up a blue, so that we can cast the Embodiment. And then we offer trade with Grizzly as well as chump with Gridley. Gridley. And I'm wondering if I don't even have to do that because of the Abomination. I'm not sure. I probably need to minimize damage just in case they're playing like Barrage of Boulders or something. We kind of want to get these ferocious guys out of here. That was a weird one. Happy to see it though. I don't really want to take 4. Do I want to chump instead, though? The thing about chumping next turn is, I don't know. I won't have the lands anyway to do Embodiment and still play Necropolis Fiend. And at this point, we really need to play that Necropolis Fiend. I guess blocking the Student doesn't come at too high of a cost, though, does it? So if I block like this, I take 4, I go to 8. I still put another card in my graveyard. I definitely can cast the Necropolis Fiend, but I take 4 more points of damage. I think I want to block like this because I can still technically attack with the Abomination as well. Okay. That's going to be a problem. We still have some options here, but... Oh. Nice draw. So we have 2 cards in the graveyard. If I attack with the Abomination now, I would have 3 cards in the graveyard, which means this would cost, I think, too much. So we may have to... I need to play this. I'm 1 short, but I can draw a discard and then pay it. But if I discard the land, I still can't play it, but then I can't play the Sultai Charm. We probably need to do Sultai Charm. So Sultai Charm plus Embodiment of Spring may be our best play. So that would be 3/5. Could I do 8? I guess I can't do 8. So I think this turn we just go 1 short of 8. I can play the Necropolis Fiend. The question is, do I want to cast the Necropolis Fiend? I have to attack with the Abomination, chump this, but I can keep this at bay. That might be the best move, and just hope they don't have anything. So, like I said, that means I have to attack with Abomination. Do I not have to attack with Abomination? Maybe I don't have to attack with Abomination, and I just play the Necropolis Fiend. 3, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I think we just cast Necropolis Fiend this turn. I'm going to chump with the Embodiment of Spring on the first striking bear, and I'm leaving my Abomination back to in case they have an answer for my Necropolis Fiend to block the other Grizzly. Just attacking there is good news for us. Lets us do that. All right. So, yeah, we're in good shape now. So now, yeah, now we can do some pretty nasty stuff because we can Sultai Charm. Yeah, that's pretty cool. We're unfortunately we're 1 shy of doing everything again. So all I can do is Sultai Charm plus kill something with Necropolis Fiend, which honestly is probably good enough. I may just want to Sultai Charm now, but in case they have Feat of Resistance. It's not a bad idea to play around that. So let's do this. Because there's not a lot I can do against the feet. So I'm going to do it now, just to really guarantee that we get rid of that thing. And now I can stay back still. And use the Delve on my Necropolis Fiend. Leave that up. Use it at the end of their turn. Set up for this Abomination of Gudul. This keeps us fairly safe. This card is looking really good right now. All right, Falconer. Don't really have to worry about that, so that's good news. Let's just kill a Morph, I think. Done. Pinewalker's a pretty good one to get rid of. So we can think we just attack with Abomination here. Draw a discard. Play another Abomination. Gonna get rid of the island. We're actually gonna play the Jungle Hollow because I think life is pretty important right now. And then we'll hard cast another Abomination. And we can even leave up the Necropolis Fiend in a pinch here, in case we need it. $10 damage in the air currently. Doing a Savage Punch on the Abomination, and it is going to get +2/+2. And it has to fight. So if I Necropolis Fiend in response, it becomes a 5/3. And then it trades, because it's fight. So I think we do Necropolis Fiend. This leaves us... Let's make sure, though. Gets +2/+2. So it would be a 6/4. We'll make it a 5/3. It'll trade, and then they can attack us for 4, I guess. Okay. Actually, they won't even get pumped. That's pretty slick. They won't get pumped because they're not ferocious. Wow. That's nasty. That is really nasty. All right. Definitely should attack here, because no reason not to. We'll take it. We can double mill now, which really sets up our Necropolis Fiend quite nicely, though. And we can even play another Abomination, so we're looking pretty slick here. We'll attack with our 2 Abominations. Just double loot. The Abominations are just so good for this strategy. Yep. Draw, discard. That's a really good one to get. Draw. I mean, Secret's not bad either, but now I'm pretty tempted to play the Bloodsucker. Just because even if they kill my guy, I just gain life. That's pretty awesome. So I think we'll play... I can't do both again. But I can play the Bloodsucker and neg 2 something, is that right? I can actually... I guess we play the Abomination because I can still play this and neg 2 something. So I like that more. What's better than 2 Abomination of Good Duels? 3! I've just got so many 6-mana 3/4 flyers. I mean, they don't really have a choice, so it makes sense. Trumpet Blast, kind of a sensible move. So that's their last card too. That's all right. So we'll just use the Fiend on this thing, and we only have to use 1 card. Kill that, and then we just kill him on the backswing here. So they're pretty aggressive, and we don't have too much in terms of early plays, so something we're going to have to be conscious of here. What do we got? Windstorm for Flyers, Despise maybe, Naturalize for Dragon Grip, Crippling Chill perhaps, buy a little time. Crippling Chill's not a bad idea. Might want the Chill instead of the Weave Fate. That actually does make sense to me. They're pretty similar, but this one's a lot more important against aggro. Despise I'm not against doing. Death Frenzy will kill. Will deal with a lot of our deal with basically all of our problems. So it's good that we have that. I kind of probably want to keep the Treasure Cruise around just in case we're getting flooded. But everything else probably okay. We're gonna have to try it like this, I think. Don't mind that. It's just a thunderstorm. All right, well, we've got a keep here, but this hand needs help. We have no green or white mana. And a lot of our expensive stuff, but the Abzan Guide seems like a card that's really good in this matchup for us. Potentially. There's our green mana. So now at least we can do a Soul Tie Charm against some pesky Alpine Grizzly on turn 3. Alright, no 2-drop is excellent news for us. So this turn I guess we'll do the black mana, and the next turn we gotta make sure we do green. And Soul Tie Charm. Oh, great. So we don't even have to. That's beautiful. Beautiful. Alright, so now we can go Guide, which is really nice. Start setting up for getting our 4/4 lifelink on as soon as we can. No play on... What the? That's unexpected. Okay. Well, I guess we get in there. No plays. Just playing all the unblockable guys. Well, I guess this one's not unblockable. And we can't even unmorph it yet, so something to be conscious of. It is raining cats and dogs here. Watcher of the Roost. Well, that's actually... It's actually something against us, but we'll just go Mystic here and get in there for 3. Maybe they'll Dragon Grip it, give us a good Soul Tie Charm opportunity. We do not have our white mana yet, so that's a dilemma. No plays, though, man. So we're up to 6. Currently very much winning this race. Okay. Alright, I think we're actually going to destroy this. I know it seems odd, but it allows us to do a Treasure Cruise at worst. Or just hardcast at Scavenger. That seems pretty good. I'll pay 6 mana for a 3/3. Tusked Colossedon, huh? All right. Villain as well, so that's cool. But we can get, wait, 5s? Is that right? We can get all the top 5 costing or less. That's pretty good, actually. See what we get. Maybe a pump spell. And then we just win. Barrage of boulders, but we don't have ferocious. Dragon scale boon? Yes, please. So how does it, God, we win. We win so much here. Oh, wait, so we want to resolve it differently, don't we? We want to resolve this. They might actually resolve all at the same time now that I think about it. Looks like they do not resolve all at the same time. So we're going to get ferocious here. Sweet. All right. We'll see you in round 2. Round 2, we are going to play first. And we're going to keep. Not a bad hand. Actually, a pretty good hand. I mean, needs lands, but this is why we play 18 in this kind of deck, right? I say yes. Singing Bellstrike is nice to have, though, and actually Flock is, too. This hand is doing what we need it to. Oh, perfect. Now we can go, well, I guess got some options here. Do we do the Abomination in case we draw something better before we need the Flock? Probably. Although Flock is a good one to just have out, because it only costs 1 to morph. But then again, you can just hard cast a Flock. So I guess I don't know that I care that much. I can just hard cast it. I certainly don't need it to be a morph if I miss a land drop, especially. Having Villainous Wealth and Necropolis Fiend is a wee bit awkward, admittedly. I'm going to guess morph here. Oh, Wind Scout. Well, I see. Well, another Abomination. I think we'll just go... Do I want to trade here? Not especially. I guess we'll play the Flock. It does make our thing cheaper, but Abomination's a pretty important card for our deck, so I think I'm just gonna chill. The Soothsayer's huge. Alright. Alright, got the 4th land, which does take us a bit closer to the Abomination, but not quite there yet. So I think we Singing Bellstrike the morph. Buy ourselves a little bit of time. And if we draw the 5th land, at that point we can at least attack with Abomination and start getting some draw discard on. Though at this point I'm not exactly sure what I want to draw discard. All 4 of these cards are pretty phenomenal. I may just want to play the Soothsayer to set to play into a Necropolis Fiend. It only puts 3 into our graveyard, so it only makes it 3 cheaper. It still costs 6 mana. Good to know. Morph number 2. You got it. I got the 5th land, so we can attack with the morph, or we can play the Soothsayer. The Soothsayer finds us a card we want, possibly sets us up for this Necropolis Fiend, which may be what we want, because we might just take a land, and then we could even hard cast an Abomination too. Good options there. Their morph could be anything, and it really could. So Soothsayer maybe just sets us up a little bit better. Well, the Abomination gets damage in and lets us loot, which is also very good. Alright, I'm going to do it. We're going to attack with Abomination. So we'll unmorph and loot. Treasure Cruise, which is not bad, but I think I like everything else more. So we're going to ditch the Treasure Cruise. I like getting some more Abominations and fueling our Necropolis Fiend. So we'll take the morph, we'll block the Wind Scout. No, that's unexpected. They must have, I'm thinking they have their own Abomination of Gudul now, so now I'm a little more tempted to just cast a Soothsayer and pass. Because I'm thinking they've got their own Abomination of Gudul, and I don't want to lose mine. So if we take the land, if we lose the white mana, we're going to have a hard time getting our Abzan Guides out. Bloodsucker's pretty good here. Bloodsucker turns into a ton of damage, though. I think we're doing Bloodsucker. It feels way too good on this board state to pass up. So I'm not going to play I'm not going to attack with the Abomination now, because I think that they have their own, is my guess. Otherwise, I feel like they would have attacked in. It feels like an Abomination of Gudul. They just want to untap. Interesting. No plays still. That's also interesting. So, we can cast the Fiend now. It's probably the play. And the later we go, the better this Villainous Wealth will get. So now we're just going to chill. Just drawing cards, which is okay. I mean, right now we're primed to, even though I haven't been attacking with Abomination, because I do feel like one of those morphs is a flyer of some sort. The longer this game goes, just the crazier this Villainous Wealth is potentially going to get. And once we've got like a Bloodsucker sitting out there too, kind of like all of our creatures become just big liabilities for our opponent. And I guess I can morph plus Bloodsucker too, which is not bad. I feel like a Force Away is coming. Because if they cast Force Away, they actually get to draw a discard as well, because their Wind Scout will be ferocious. That's just kind of what I'm assuming they've got right now. But as far as what we've got going on, like we maybe don't immediately recast the Necropolis Fiend. Maybe we go for the Bloodsucker Morph Abomination plan. The sooner I get that Necropolis Fiend out, the better. Well, they thought a while about that one, so something's going on here. Secret plans, okay. Hmm. Okay, so they take care of our thing. But they actually end up trading, don't they? No, no, no. They actually, yeah, they worked out pretty perfect for him. Hmm. Um, I can kill the Wind Scout. We probably just take 6 here. And then start looting away and attacking in there. More morph, you got it. All right. Rakshas's Seeker. Well, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. So we're going to do that. We mill 2 as well. See what we lose here. Honestly, well, it doesn't matter if I loot first on that one, actually. Because, I mean, I don't quite know what I would loot away anyway. Hmm. So we lost a couple lands. They lost a Rite of the Serpent and a Sultai Soothsayer. So they lost a couple goodies there, too. I don't have to loot either. That is true. All these cards are good. But you probably loot anyway. Yeah, we'll get rid of the... Well, land brings us up to 5 for Villainous Wealth. Which is legitimately good. 5 might be the magic number for what we're looking for here. All right, we'll discard an Abomination, play the land, play a Bloodsucker, and pass. And now I guess we can next turn cast Villainous Wealth, which may be good enough here. At the very least, let us look what the plan is. So I think we just block here. Guessing it's like the woolly thing? Okay. So they kill our thing, they get drained. They're pretty much tapped out, so that's pretty good for us. Potentially draw land here, Villainous Wealth for 6. Should definitely be good. I'm willing to Villainous Wealth for 5, though. I don't have an issue with that. If I have to. 6 is... I guess 6 kind of feels like the magic number, though, because of all the commons. That's actually kind of true. I'm glad we got the land there, actually. So let's Villainous Wealth now. Like I said, 6 gets us common, so that's pretty slick. Alright, well, Sultai Charm, Sagu Archer, and Witness of the Ages. That's pretty good. So let's blow up, I guess, the woolly dude. And we'll play the Archer, and we'll play the Witness of the Ages. Even more Keru Bloodsucker goodness here. Alright, looks like opponent's taking it. We're not going to loot. No reason. Okay. Alright. This looks like a matchup where we won't be needing the Smoke Teller, so I may be able to up the curve ever so slightly just because they're not beat down either. We probably could draw in this match too and be okay. We both look like we're kind of slow and steady wins the race decks. They know they have to get rid of Bloodsucker. This thing is a big time liability for them right now. So they have to kill that. So playing another morph. Ruthless Ripper. So they're just looking for more cards to draw, which does make sense. No plays now. Well, that's pretty good. Abzan Guide, also good. Let's get in with the Abomination here. Now I feel as though we've got to do something, right? Sagu Archer. Alright. That's okay, I guess. They just block there. Alright. Okay. So let's play the guide. And that still leaves us 2 sacks for Keru Bloodsucker, which is good. I suppose I should have left the morph cost on that up. Although, am I? I guess I'm not really attacking with it though, am I? I mean, at this point, I can kill them to sacks. So they have to deal with Bloodsucker. I can kill them to sacks. They've got 6 cards left in their deck. We're ahead on the clock. So we have a lot of good things going for us in this match right now. Khans is much more of a match-oriented format, it just feels like, doesn't it? Much more match-oriented. Yeah. Looks like Teamer Charm. So we double sack. Sack the flock. Drain them. Sack the I guess the archer. But maybe we wanna. Well, let's see. What can I smash back with? Because they're gonna get drained. They're gonna go to 3. So I kind of want all the beaters I can get. I think we'll do archer. So they can fight that, they can kill it, they get drained another 2. So they're at 3. They really can't attack. Maybe they can, but not comfortably. They can't really attack. They've got to watch out for this abomination. I mean, I guess they have the archer. Well, bringing them to 4, I guess, does make sense. Oh, and they have a parapet too. All right, well. Ooh, that's a pretty good one. All right. So can't do the regen. Guess we do this. Can at least gain the life from that. Okay. All right. Wind Scout getting in there. Sensible. All right. Okay. Nice. I suppose we don't even want that though, so let's just attack and get our 3 points of damage in. We probably bring in another one of these post sideboard. So they have to answer Mystic now. Death Frenzy's looking a little bit less good. All right, well that's a funny card to that's a funny card to play because they have 4 cards left in their deck. I mean, at worst it's not a Scry 2 because Scry would let you put it on the bottom, which this doesn't do. But I mean, it makes sense that you would attack with everything here. But we're just gonna block like, I suppose like this to minimize damage. Okay. All right. Well, they had what they needed, so they got it. Looks like they're gonna win this game, but thankfully we ate up a lot of their time, so hopefully that's enough for us. Tower Shell, not bad, but not good enough either. Do I even have them? I don't even think. I'm actually. That's funny. 6, 7, 8, 9. And we can get pinged down to 8. Block that. We take 3. We take too much and we die. So what if I Death Frenzy? I mean, I die anyway because, yeah. Alright, I guess we'll just Death Frenzy. It's too bad that they had the exact card there, but what can you do? Man, talk about... I don't think... this might be the most underwhelming Death Frenzy I've ever conceived. I don't think I can't think of a worse Death Frenzy. I guess one that hits nothing would be worse, but how awkward is that? I can't cast my 2 spells, and even if I could cast the Meandering Tower Shell, it would take until the turn after next before I could even kill my opponent with it. But that is funny that we lost when they had 1 card left in their deck. That is pretty interesting. And I would put money down that they had to draw that debilitating injury. I guess they totally could have had it. They would have played it at the end anyway. But I'm hoping that they can't beat us in 5 minutes. It's totally possible that they could. So we gotta be smart here. So they have the reach for our flyers. They have some pretty good removal. This isn't like a walk in the park matchup. We probably take a despise. We want the naturalized. Yeah, I did get the naturalized. Ditch a smoke teller. Probably don't need the singing bell strike. Probably don't. And we probably want like another Mystic here too. Yeah, Mystic's pretty good. Maybe we don't need the flock. Did stop their one flyer, but hoping we can stop that in other ways as well. So I might just ditch the flock. Could do the armament core too. Not bad. Not bad. But we'd probably just run it like this. So we want to be on the draw. Because like I said, I think we're both fairly slow decks. I guess we're going to keep this. It's a little bit problematic, but we'll try it. Oof. Well, actually, I guess it's not that bad after a Soothsayer play. All right, that was a good draw, although we don't have the don't have the mana yet for that, but that's all right. Ooh, that's a good one. Okay. Fair enough. So I can naturalize that. I don't know if I need to. Doesn't seem totally necessary. I feel like they have more worrisome things than that. So maybe we can find our white mana off the Soothsayer for fortunate. Okay. Okay, they got a Soothsayer of their own. Two can play at this Soothsaying game, huh? Got rid of Ghostfire Blade. Well, that's interesting. So, we just go Soothsayer of our own and pass. See what we want and need. We'll take the Mystic. Get rid of 3 lands. And chill. So now we can go full-fledged. Well, guess we have some options, huh? We may just want to go Mystic Beats plus Scavenger. That's actually pretty good. Abomination of Gadul. That one's pretty good too. Embodiment of Spring. Okay. So I can cast Scavenger for 3, but that doesn't let me unmorph this. I probably want to get in with the Mystic, which means we probably go Palace. We could cast Treasure Cruise too. Not worth it. We'll get in with the Mystic. We'll unmorph it. We'll play the Embodiment. Because we're 1 shy of the Sultai Scavenger there. And then we'll pass. Still need the white mana for our Abzan guide. But Embodiment can get that. It enters tap though, right? Yeah, okay. Well, next turn we can do Embodiment plus play the Mystic. That's actually pretty good. Parapet, okay. Alright. Cool. So we'll go land, get in with Mystic, play. Can actually hard cast Mystic here, which I think is better, and then we leave up the Embodiment of Spring. And that at least lets us embodiment to something. All right, well, unfortunately for us, they had the good thing. Okay. So we'll crack this, get our white. And untap. Tower Shell's not bad. If we attack with the morph, they block and regen, but we can gain life back, which is pretty good. And then I can still cast like pretty much anything I want. Well, a scavenger is probably what I'm gonna cast, but they can. Yeah, I think this is okay. So white this, black this. Gain some life back and play the scavenger. Pass. They can parapet us. But it's nice that we have the Abzan guy, and that does help. Oh, they're going to Teamer Charm, so they'll kill our scavenger, I'm guessing. Alright. So one card left. Alright. Alright, well, I'm not sure what to say. They needed to have a lot of good stuff, and they had a lot of good stuff. So that makes this challenging. They needed to have a ton of good stuff to get to where they're at, and they had it all. So let's figure this out. We can play the Abomination now. That probably is gonna have to be what we do. Hard cast it. I guess leave up the Naturalize. So be it. At least I don't have anything else. I guess that is actually pretty good. Can't quite cast the Treasure Cruise, but we can do Naturalize, I guess, in a pinch. If we need it. For the secret plans, maybe, if they do a morph. Alright, we'll just get rid of this thing now. Oops. So they can't draw a card. Alright, now we can do the... Oh, this is really good. Now we can do the Tower Shell, which is unblockable. Pass. Nice. So that could be a Ruthless Ripper, so we'll go like this. If it's the Woolly Loxodon, then we're in some trouble. It looks like they got us with the Woolly Loxodon trick. Yeah. So I should have blocked with the Tower Shell, but like I said, it could have been the Ripper, so I was trying to be cautious. Here, though, we can at least... Yeah, we can get in with the tower shell. So we can get in here, too. I guess we will loot. So we could play another abomination, but do we need the treasure cruise or do we want the abomination? We probably just ditch the treasure cruise and play the Acropolis Fiend, actually. So we cast that dude and pass. So we'll take 6. Alright, it's a big dude. So can leave up the Necropolis Fiend. Don't need to attack with anything else. Get that island walk going. Play another abomination. And we can leave up 4 to use Necropolis Fiend, so that's pretty good. Alright, well, I think we've got the match, because they have to beat us in 15 seconds. Thankfully, we got to use our time a little bit more wisely than our opponent, which ultimately paid a lot of dividends. I'd be pretty impressed if our opponent could have beat us in 10 seconds there. All right, we'll see you in round 3. Round 3, opponent has the choice. They're going to play first. This is a keep. Nice hand. Actually, yeah, really good hand because the Thornwood Falls works so well with that embodiment of spring. So very cool. So we can find our white mana and be looking fairly good, quite frankly. What do we got here? Smoke Teller. All right. So we'll play an embodiment and pass. Certainly want to hit the land here, but can we hit the land here? That is the question. If they attack, we will block, even though we need the land. I am willing to block. All right. I am cool with that too. Got the land, pretty perfect. So now we can chill, use the embodiment after blocks, find our white mana, maybe even Death Frenzy. Wow, that would be slick. It wouldn't even have to be... Honestly, just ripping a land there would be so good. Be really strong. So we block the morph because we're sacking the embodiment anyway. Well, I guess I can't Death Frenzy that, but we still are gonna attempt to go for it here. So we'll get our white mana. Oh, we didn't quite get it. So now I guess we can do... Probably just do Abzan Guide, honestly. Because I feel like Abzan Guide is going to be a little bit better for us when we smash back because it's got the life link. Slightly better Death Frenzy it sets us up for as well. Alright. Fair enough. So we'll smash in with our morph. Get our lifelink on here. And still hoping this Death Frenzy is going to be good for us. Currently it's good. If they unmorph this, we're in a little bit of trouble, but currently good. Attack with everything, which is quite dangerous. Oh, wow. Oh my god. Do you know how happy I am right now, guys? Do you have any idea the level of happiness that I have inside of my heart right now? They're just going to be living a world of sadness. I'm not attacking with the guide because they could kill my guy, but my god, they're going to be so sad. Kill this, kill that, kill all these, gain all that life, attack, gain more. This is just... They're like... they're like, you know what? I'm good. I forgot that you have to reveal, how did I not notice that before? That you have to reveal morph. Has the game never ended for me in these flashback drafts with a morph being down, or have I just never noticed? That's crazy. Wow. Lot of tutus. Let's do the Weave Fate for the Crippling Chill play. Maybe I should have just main decked this instead. You know, honestly, tapping something on their turn and not letting it untap and drawing a card is probably better than paying one more to get an extra card in our deck most of the time. I would think. All right, let's run it back. That's the last time they do that. Jeez. Great hand. Really great hand. We're doing the green mana because we actually don't have any other... Well, I guess either one would have worked. They got 2-drops for days. So I guess we go turn 3, maybe Abominate. Well, maybe Mystic makes more sense, actually. Abomination's probably a better creature overall. So to me, it does actually make more sense to just play a Mystic and offer it as a trade. The Death Frenzy again. The old Death Frenzy again. They're going to get to 5 before we do, though, so I guess that means we probably play the Mystic this turn to trade. Save ourselves a little bit of damage. Trade a morph for a morph, perhaps. Fair enough. Alright, morph number 2. So, Cropless Fiend as well. Let's get the Abzan guide down. This lets us smash back and use Abzan guide pretty nicely. Well, they only have 4 mana, but I think we'll just chill. Another morph. Alright. Well, another guide. So we'll get in there, we'll gain our life back. We're just setting up once again for a really nice Death Frenzy. They don't even have their 5th land for the, geez. so they can unmorph now. And I think this time they probably play around the Death Frenzy. We'll see. We'll see if they do. Maybe they don't. If they don't, they're in pretty serious trouble. Yeah, they're like, okay, okay, okay. We get it. If I draw a land... Oh my god, are you serious? That's so punishing. Wow. Wow. Wait, what's the Charger do? I guess that one's not. That's actually just a good card. I like that one. Mystic Hidden Way is a good one. So, we just morph out another Abzan Guide and be happy about that. It's pretty easily going to win a race here. They have to deal with our other one as well. Okay. So we do this and get in there. No blocks? Huh. It's totally unexpected. I like it though. Huh. Okay, so now it makes sense. So let's see what the plan is here. They can get in with that each turn. We're still a man away from that. I can go Abomination Morph plus play Embodiment. I can Treasure Cruise. I think we just cast Abomination. This just gets us a big dude out there. Still winning this race. This feeds into our Delve better. The earlier we can cast that Necropolis Fiend, the better. Say attack with everything. Maybe I just block the Grizzly. I can double block the Snowhorn Rider with the Abzan Guides. But if they have removal, I don't know what the removal would be though. Wild Slash maybe? Or is that with the like next set in Khans that came out? Probably is. Alright, so they had the Savage Punch, which is pretty slick for them that they had it there. So 4 things in the graveyard now, which means we can cast this for 5, but we'll just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is there a way to get... I need to get something else in my graveyard here too. Well, I guess it actually does make sense too. Play the Necropolis Fiend, play the Embodiment, and pass. Oh no, they had the counter? That's really harsh. Super harsh. So we got to find an answer now for the Mystic. They got a good thing going. I mean, I suppose if we can... Let's see, do I just take 8? Or do I probably just chump here, I guess. We take some trample, but it's okay. Alright. Well, that could be worse, actually. So, do we want a Villainous Wealth? Can only hit for 4, which is kind of sad, actually. Where I can... We attack, play the Abomination of Gadul, or we go for the Villainous Wealth. Scion can't kill our Abomination without trading, so we probably just attack for 4 and then play Abomination of Gadul. It's kind of like the safe bet play here. Yeah, I'd like to Villainous Wealth, but I'd at least like to do it for 5. 4 does not quite seem good enough. So we can take 8 here, I guess. Alright. So... now we can at least Villainous Wealth for 5, which we will be doing. Pumping our guide is my hope. Oh, how sad. That's really sad. Well, now we're just screwed. Yeah, I guess we gotta chill. Nine, so, ugh, that's so ugly. Yeah, I think we're dead. Man, hit 0? Hit 0. 0. That's so bad. Man, that sucks. You know what the worst part is? I mill him for 5 and just feed right into a thing that kills me. Oh man, what a heartbreaking Villainous Wealth. Absolutely heartbreaking. Jeez, I don't even... what am I supposed to do? Win, I guess, because our deck is better. Despise? I don't know. What am I supposed to do here? We just, like... what did we, like, 4 for 1 them and still lost? That is horribly depressing. I guess we just do it again. We got to be on the play, though, because they're actually pretty quick. Alright, well, we want to play first. Yeah, I guess we can keep this, actually. This hand's not bad at all. I'd argue this hand's actually pretty good. So we go... and our opponent mulled, which is also helpful. So we get to go embodiment into... I don't know, Abzan Guide or something. Guess we're not in a rush to ramp this time. Well, I do want to get that. I do want to get that white mana. But that's alright, we can just get the Abzan Guide out there, so I guess it doesn't matter. No 2-drop play. Well, that's pretty surprising. I think we morph the Abzan Guide. Pass. No big rush to use embodiment just yet. Morph your own, yes. All right, so we've I guess we pass. Get our white mana. They're off their red too, which is nice. So I can crack for the white. Oh, surprising. Okay, well, we can get in there. Oh, that's right, we have the extra mana. So then we just start hard casting Abomination of Gadules. Is that the plan? It's not a bad plan. So they can unmorph it if it's a rider. Be nice to, I guess we just start casting these guys. Oops. Suppose we need a blue, huh? Well, actually, I can just start morphing these. Why not? I'm a mana short of being able to go Bloodsucker Plus on morph, which is also quite good. And at the very least, morphing plays around Disdainful Stroke quite nicely. But I guess if I draw the land, I don't even want to draw a discard, do I? Alright, they eat our thing, you got it. Alright. So they had a pretty good play there. Had the rider, got into our dudes. Acropolis Fiend, which we can actually play. But then we go into Disdainful Stroke territory, which personally not a huge fan of. I think we'll just swing here. And play an Abomination plus a Bloodsucker. Still playing around the Disdainful Stroke. Trying to play around the Disdainful Stroke. Alright, morph. No plays, no attacks. Well, we're not going to go for the Fiend. Villainous Wealth. Two things that they'd really like to Disdainful Stroke. So we'll attack with the Abomination first. And then we'll unmorph. Alright. So they're getting some pretty residual good value here. They're making us pay a lot of mana. We're not really getting anything out of it, so they're getting a lot and we're paying a lot. So we're getting punished here pretty harshly. We're not playing around. I mean, we're trying to play around the Disdainful Stroke, but at the same time, we're just getting whacked by dudes. Just anxiously trying to get that blue mana to get tapped down. It is not. Singing Bell Strike. Well, that would be good. I guess it is actually pretty good, isn't it? So we'll get in with the Abomination here. I only have one blue mana, I just realized. So yeah, Singing Bell Strike is not so good. That's alright. No way, they have more? They have been so perfectly reactive every turn. It has been just devastating. Absolutely devastating. So perfectly reactive every turn. Fight that. Fight that, bounce that, kill that. So perfect. Alright, so we just take a quadrillion damage because I can't do anything. Just heartbreaking. And then they just have even more. Jeez. We just got absolutely destroyed this game. Just rock and rolled. Just wrecked. I don't even know what to do. Villainous Wealth for 4 and hit nothing again? I mean, they tapped out of their blue, so yeah, I can cast my 4/5 now. Is that what I'm hopeful to do? It does just nothing for me here. Just nothing. Whole lot of nothing. I think I don't even know now. All right, I guess we play the Fiend. And we're in chump block mode. Is that really what it's come to? Because of how devastated we got this game? What else can I do? Can I do anything good here? I pay Singing Bell Strike. They at least have to pay 6 to untap so they can't use the Knuckle Blade. That's like so underwhelming. And it's my 1 blue mana. I can morph the Abomination and play the Flock. Not exactly sure what that does either. If their last card is Disdainful Stroke, it's not going to do a lot for us. At this point, I have 0 luxuries. There are no luxuries to playing around Disdainful Stroke at this point. Oh man, I have no idea what to do. This is just devastating. 1 blue mana is just so killer here. It is so killer to have 1 blue. Even 1 more mana would do so much. 1 mana would just be a night and day difference. At least I could do Fiend plus Singing Bell Strike. I can't even do that. Just can this get trample too? No, you can bounce it. Boy, oh boy. I think we have to play the Fiend. I don't like it, but I feel like if I don't, I just lose, just straight lose. So I just die now if I don't chump one of these, or not chump, but block one of these. So maybe, am I, at this point, do I have to just be willing to lose my Necropolis Fiend? I feel like that's a bad idea, because it at least keeps the mandrills back. I think I have to just chump, which is totally not good. This can't get trample, so I guess we at least have to block the Knuckle Blade. Which is gonna have to be good enough. Okay, well, it's actually good. So we needed that too. So what are my options here? I can morph this, play this, but then I can only use Necropolis Fiend for one. That might still be good enough. Or I can Singing Bell Strike, which doesn't even take them off of this if they have another land, does it? Guess it doesn't. We probably have to, well, then I can't do the flock though. Man, that not having the second blue is crazy. I feel as and Singing Bell Strike is just terrible here too. We probably have to just go flock plus Abomination Morph. And we're just getting as many bodies out there as we can. Hmm. Attacking with everything. Well, that's clearly where we have to block here. Hmm. No, we do have to block here. And then we block here. The Singing Bell Strike is just dreadful right now. Alright, well that's... Oh, they have Dragon Scale Boon too? Jeez. Yeah. Oh wait, why did this get trample? Oh, this just gives trample. I see, okay. I was gonna say. So they do have lethal. Jeez. Pretty amazed how well they just destroyed us this game. Really just destroyed us. Absolutely. It's been just devastating this whole game. I feel like I can't believe how badly we got beaten. So I don't even, Villainous Wealth for 5, miss again. Is that the plan? Yeah, it is. That is the plan. Well, is it Enter the Battlefield? Nope, of course not. Oh, Disdainful Stroke. There's a useful one. So, Ice Feather Haven, not when it enters. That makes sense because it's only 2 mana. Yeah. This game was disappointment, this match, because I felt like we were wrecking our opponents so badly, games 1 and 2, and then we lost game 2, and then just proceeded to get face crushed in match like game 3, like no chance this whole game. I'm paying 5 mana to do something, meanwhile they're just paying 2 mana to respond and have like the best response ever. Deal with your thing, your turn's gone, I draw a card. Deal with your thing's gone, I attack you for 10. Yeah, I imagine there's not much we can do here. Super dead. That doesn't even work, does it? So we do like this, and still just take way too much damage and absolutely get thrashed. Is that about right? That is about right. All right. Destroyed in round 3. This is the last Khans draft because tomorrow it will be going out of the thing. Hope you enjoyed all the drafts. Super fun format to play. I loved this deck. This is my personal favorite, so it's a good note to end on. I wish we could have won with it, but can't always get what you want, can you? The Rolling Stones absolutely knew the truth. You can't always get what you want. So hope you enjoyed it. We'll be back with, well, we'll have to see what MTGO holds over the next few days. So, all right, we'll see you then. Have a good one.